280 days. That's 6,720 hours, or 403,200 minutes. That's how much time we've been in quarantine as I speak. That's Friday, December 18th. That's really surprising. But although we've had time to try out the latest TikTok trends, make whipped coffee, or play Animal Crossing in the first couple of months of quarantine, life after that hasn't always been the best. So let's talk through some ways on how to make your days at home a little bit brighter. Welcome to the Girls in Action podcast, episode 5.5. I'm Melissa. Nice to talk to y'all again. This is going to be a really special episode because it's a little mini episode. It's no more than 5 or 10 minutes. It's perfect to unwind to. And it's just me. It's also just a chance for you to get to know me one-on-one. And hopefully we can do mini episodes with the other members of our podcast. But unfortunately, this is our last episode of the year, which is really sad. But have no fear. I'll give a little secret away. We're in the midst of planning out our next month's episode, and it'll be really extra special because we have a super cool and talented guest speaker coming on. So keep an eye out in early January. Now, let's begin. So the American Psychological Association, or the APA, reports that social isolation or being in quarantine carries a number of health risks. And some of these risks include poor sleep, cardiovascular health, depressive symptoms, and even anxiety. And that's called quarantine fatigue. It's totally real. And some, or all of us, might be dealing with it differently. So, first of all, just understand that these feelings that you might have, such as worry, anxiety, or stress about your life or the future, it's completely normal. Everybody's struggling, and we're all just trying to get through it right now. Our main goal is just to get through each day the best we can. It's a natural reaction to an unnatural situation, but we're all doing amazing right now. Just keep going. The most important step with how to deal with these feelings is just like acknowledging them. But the thing is, don't give yourself permission to act on them in just not good ways. I feel like for me, the best way to deal with these emotions is just writing it all out. Because for me, like, I think finding a piece of paper or a journal and just starting to write without thinking at all is just so effective because I get whatever's off my chest. And just 99% of the time, I feel so much better after I've had some, moments to decompress and reflect. And also, I just really start to see like the silver lining on things, which is pretty good because I see things in like a new and fresh perspective. Well, thinking about seeing the good in everything, I think it just really, really helps to reframe how you're looking at the situation. So, right now, I'm going to challenge the audience. I'm going to challenge you to do this. Wherever you are, just sit down in a chair on your floor in connection with the earth. Stand up straight, stand up tall. Close your eyes. Take deep breaths. In, out. And just think about all of the people that you love in your life. Now, after a moment, think about why you're quarantining. Okay, so we're doing all of this for the health of humanity. Everyone's doing this because they care about each other. So now take a couple more deep breaths. Imagine a better future after this because we've all quarantined. Slowly open your eyes and just go back to your tasks and whatever you're doing. And also, thanks for doing that little mini meditation with me. But yeah, we don't want our loved ones to get sick. We don't want ICU beds to fill up the capacity. So I think it's really crucial to focus on the whys. And just to add to that, 2020, it's been a year, to say the least. But we really just can't let that negativity keep us down, get us down. And so I'll challenge you again, but this is something that it can be long term. But make a mental list of what you can do, what you're not restricted to do. Maybe I can't see my family members in person, but I can see them on Zoom and then maybe like send them snail mail. Or maybe I can't do the annual family vacation this year, but I can visit local historical sites, which are outside, of course, and learn more about my local culture. There's so much to see and do outside under these restrictions. We just have to think positively. And it's often difficult to do that, but it's the best way that we can come out of this situation. Um, all in all, 2020 has really just taught us an important lesson. It's to really cherish what we have and just not lament on what we don't have. Yeah, I mean, I'm really grateful for our audience too, but I think that it's important to just think about everything that has impacted our life in like a positive way and just be grateful for that. But yeah, we're almost done here. Thank you so much for sticking with me. As I was saying before, we love our listeners. Thank you to the Little Girls in Action community. But yeah, while we're at it, here's a little self care check. Make sure you've had enough hydration for the day. And don't forget to walk around and just stand up for a little while if you've been sitting all day because, yeah, Zoom fatigue is real. And sometimes, like, you gotta fix that posture, you gotta, like, get that blood moving. But yeah, I'll give you like a little break to go ahead and do that. Okay, I'm back. I hope you enjoyed that little break, just some moments to reflect and maybe have a sip of water. Um, now, where was I? Oh, yeah. So, something else that really helped with my well being is just kind of establishing a routine. I usually wake up early before online school and then I do like a small workout to just, get me ready for the day, get me pumping. It just really makes me like feel refreshed and it makes me feel like I can tackle anything that's coming my way that day. Like online school, I just kind of visualize. If I have a test that day, I'll be like visualizing that I'm doing like a really good job on it. And then like that working out just really increases my confidence and kind of self esteem. And that's great. So like me and my early morning workouts, I will also be challenging you to just try to establish just at least one simple routine a day. It can be like getting up and getting dressed and out of your pajamas, or it could be just trying a new breakfast food each day of the week before going to school or going to work. Just try to like do something fun, do a random act of kindness. We all kind of need it right now. But remember to switch things up every once in a while because sometimes a routine can get too monotone. And so instead of like a working out indoors, maybe you can go for a run outdoors. Or if weather permits and you have the space, maybe do your work outside. Or I don't know, just sleep in or whatever. It's all part of self care. But yeah, have fun with it. Um, a final note before we wrap things up is just know your red flags. Everybody has limits with everything, so there's that old saying. Everything is take everything with moderation. Literally, that applies to like so many aspects of life. But recognize when you're about to hit your breaking point. Just take any steps that are necessary in order for you to feel better about yourself, your self esteem, your confidence. That can mean like putting the phone down and walking around the neighborhood or calling a friend to catch up with them or for moral support. But yeah, it's just really crucial to have a moral support system these days, and that can mean family member, friend, or even like therapist or like an extra set of support like them. There's so like it's nothing wrong with that because it's so crucial nowadays to have someone else to talk to who's like who can give you more insight on what you haven't been seeing. Um, but yeah, I'll leave you with something to just stay positive on. Just know that all of this is temporary. The end in sight is hopefully near. We're gonna get past this, even though it might not sound like it. We're all in this together, friend. And I'm wishing you the best. Happy holidays. I hope you stay in good health. Please wear a mask and stay socially distanced. But yeah, um, also, by the way, I'm going to include some helpful links and kind of some hotlines to check out in case you're looking for them or you want to access them. I hope that you've learned something useful today. I have, like, as I was researching and just like reflecting on what I've been doing. But yeah, feel free to reach out to us on our Instagram at girlsinaction.sf. Again, at girlsinaction.sf. And you're also going to find a link to our blog, which we're like constructing right now, and we plan to have more little blog articles soon. But yeah, thank you so much for sticking around. Peace and love. See you in the next one. Sending much love and happy holidays from me and the Girls in Action team. Take care. Bye.